All right, I'm going to say shalom to everyone. Thank the Most High for another day. I'm going to pay my respects first and foremost to the Most High. All praise to the Father and the Son, Yeshua, through the Holy Spirit, which is the Rawak in the Hebrew. Just going to, pay my respects to all the subscribers. I think the page is at 5,000 something. I mean, like I said, I don't really, I'm not a viewer holic. Some people get caught up in their channel. Ooh, my channel is doing this and that. I mean, I hardly ever sign in. I actually, incognito mode. I'm usually on YouTube sometimes just because, I don't want to be always signed on to the computer. I don't believe in constantly having my information on the computer. So, but that's why I said I don't really sign in all the time, but I do if I'm maybe on another device or something that's already logged in. But basically, I just want to pay my respects to all the subscribers. I want to see if I can go into answering some of the questions that was very interesting. And one, like I said, a lot of the questions and some of the comments I do appreciate greatly. Don't think just because I don't respond initially that I didn't see it or don't, and I'm overlooking you. Sometimes, I get a lot of comments. I have 600 and some odd videos, so I want you all, just have some type of patience and, bear with me. That's why I would like to do it this way, to show my respects to all subscribers. Those of you that do comment, I appreciate the negative responses, the comments, and the positive ones, So I really wanted to. And I was thinking about, should I read some of them, because some people may get offended if I don't read their particular comment. But some do stick out, and grab my attention. Like I say, Brother Jeremy, I still got your information, your email. I did not forget about you. I just been busy, just working 2 gigs. We're in Babylon. You know what I'm saying? So it's hard to really focus on really what's more important. The scriptures and things of nature is more important. I do have a lot of information in my mind on how I really won't have to work anymore. So I'm really thinking on a plan on that, so I can do this full time. Building our people. You see what I'm saying? So, like I said, it's just at this particular time in my life. We have what the world will call priorities and things of that nature. And YouTube is not you would say a priority. But I know a lot of you all have learned from my channel and have come into the truth on who you are based on my channel. And like I said, it's not of my own will. And it's not of my own understanding. You see what I'm saying? I was learning under the Gathering of Christ Church. So I pay my respects to that particular church. You understand? Let me make sure this thing is working right. Yeah, so I pay my respects to that church. I work on a Sabbath day based on retail. I know I made a video in regards to, is it a sin to work on the Sabbath if you have to make ends meet? And the answer is, it's not a sin. You have to work on a Sabbath. You got to do what you got to do. You're in a captive land. We were drug over here against our will. All right, but based on some of the comments, that's what this video is supposed to be about. I just want to read some of the comments in regards to the video that I did, which is called Targeted Individual, the Negative Impact on Your Body. A lot of people like that particular video. This video got 2,425 views and, 4 thumbs down and 71 thumbs up. So, all praise to the Father. Like I said, I don't really pay attention to this kind of stuff. It really don't bear on me either way. You see what I'm saying? And I think a lot of people know that. If you unsubscribe or if you subscribe, that's on you. I mean, Godspeed. So, I'm not going to get mad if people unsubscribe or whatever. We should be bigger than this cyber world. You see what I'm saying? If a person unsubscribed, they didn't like me or whatever, they got bad comments on here, I would still feed that person. If they broke down on the side of the road or something, their cars broke down or whatever. If I knew that it was a person on YouTube that say if I run into them, they didn't like my videos and they were talking all, you still broke down on the street. You know, turn the other cheek. You see what I'm saying? So I'm not, this is cyber world. All right. Now, I just wanted to get to some information. Let me see a comment that I'm just going to read some of the comments. Like I said, I see most of the comments, but like I said, I may start doing this where I'll read some maybe every week. Once a week, I'll probably put a video just to show my respects to all of you that subscribe to my channel and, you know, make comments and ask questions. And, you know, I do understand that you all have, those of you that ask me questions, look to me as someone to even ask a question, which is, you know, which is something that's a great thing. And like I said, it's all praise to the Father. I'm still a person that's still learning too. All right, so one of the comments is, it says Doodley. The name of the person is Doodley. I don't want to put their last name out there, but you know it's already on there. But it says it sounds like the air is buzzing, and they layer it with tons of V2K. All right, which is in parentheses. This person put voice of God to drive people crazy or to be sabotage themselves. This is very real and it's true. Based on this, like I said, this got my attention. They can do a lot of buzzing, and sometimes you may hear ringing in your ear and things of that nature. It's not always some wax or, you know, inner ear issue. It's a issue with the chemtrails, and based on them trying to play the voice of God, they can cause people to go crazy. You know what I'm saying? It's true. It is true. I already made a video in regards to numbers that they have that it's being already registered for this. Okay. Now this is 6 months ago. So I apologize, Mary. This is the name of the person. I actually don't have to really apologize. I just seen that I replied to this. And this is the title got her attention because it was years ago it began. This has been a very interesting video. To see a viewpoint such as this is something I never thought about. Yeah, a lot of people don't know that being a targeted individual is deeper than, you know, how it affect your whole body. You see what I'm saying? It will affect you to the point where you think you're okay, but subconsciously you're really not. So your body starts twitching or something. You thinking, then you go into the hospital or whatever, think you got Lou Gehrig's disease or something, but it's just something that you've seen, you know, something that they were doing, and your visual, your imageries, your eyes seen it, and subconsciously it started to disturb you. All right, so let's go to another comment. This is a sister by the name of Marlene. Thank you for your comment. Thank you for your comment, Mary. Thank you for your comment, Marlene. I'm about to read this one. It says, Edward Snowden proved the NSA was watching America's citizens. Bradley Manning proved with war film footage that American soldiers killed innocent people in Iraq. This was revealed at Julian Assange's website, WikiLeaks. I remember that. We are not paranoid. None of us are. More and more targeted individuals have come forward with what is being called COINTELPRO 2.0. All right, it says, let me see, it says read more. Those tactics are used in the masses. So that's true. All right. And one brother said, Judah Tribe, 1969. Great info. Shalom. Appreciate the this is like 6 months ago. I appreciate I thumbs it up though. You know, like I said, I'm just reading some of the comments here. Now let me just go to another video, because there's a Blue Raven USA. I appreciate your comment. Let me not just go through all the ones that people agree with. You know, some that. Let me see. Enjoy your video. Randy said, I need to keep helping others, including me, need hearing the truth, even though I know it's true, but it helps keeping me and others strong and in our faith in the Lord Jesus Christ. All right. Appreciate your comment. There's a lot, I can't say some of the names. UCLAMOTTE. Good job with the video. I appreciate your comment. I know that was like 90 days ago. And I didn't comment on that, but that's why I was like, I want to do this on like a regular basis so I can show my appreciation to it. Like I said, if I don't think I overlooked your comment, even if it's a negative comment, I do still pay it attention. If I don't respond to it initially, don't think that you understand I'm trying not to pay attention to your video. And this is what I do ask people not to do without my permission. This is just a courtesy call. If you see the video, that if I put out a video and it's moving, if you want to, I would say add a link to another video, at least ask first. But I already got it set up where if you do that, it's not going to go up anyways. I would have to approve it first. So I'm just letting that be known. So don't waste your time copying and pasting a link without sending me an email first. I pretty much, my email address is judahite07@gmail.com. That's JUDAHITE07@gmail.com. So just send me an email and say, hey man, I like your video. I see it's moving. Can I send a link? That's just be respectful, okay? More than likely, if it's something that is affiliated with the video, or, even if it's an advertisement, if you got your own business, you understand? You can post a link. If it's a video that you see that I put out that's moving, that's pushing real good, it's getting views, just holler at me. You know what I'm saying? Just send me an email. I'm not even charging people for that. So it's not even about money. I'm still trying to help you out if you got a business or whatever. I mean, if you want to send a donation, all you got to do is go to my main page and it'll say help out with the work. What does it say? I always forget what it says. Give me a minute. I'm about to go to the main page. Because like I said, I'm not on YouTube to make a bunch of money. I mean, I could have turned this channel into something bigger than what it's doing now. Like I said, I think it's like 5,040 subscribers or something like that I have, and people unsubscribe and subscribe and all that all day long. But it says donate to support the work. So if you got like a business, hit me up at judahite07@gmail.com, JUDAHITE07@gmail.com. Send me the link of your website, okay? Let me look at it, make sure, if it's porn or something, of course, I got to be real. No, that's not going to go up. But if you got your own business selling shoes or colognes or jewelry, and, some type of clothing or whatever, we can help each other out. Be courteous. You see what I'm saying? Send a link to me, let me look at it. If you want to, like I said, I'll still put it up. If you want to send a donation for me to post it on my videos when I upload them or whatever, just let me know. All right, that's just have a little bit of respect for each other. All right, so I'm not gonna make a long video. I'm about to end this in a few minutes. All right, I just want to show a few more comments. If it cut off, I apologize. This thing, this is a negative comment. All right, now this says this is in regards to the video that I did. Groundbreaking news: Igbo tribe, Hebo, the understanding. This is I think about 2 years ago. 2014, October 2014. And one person got a little bit angry and I can't find it. Give me a minute here. Hopefully this thing don't cut off. I want to get this comment. Yeah, some people was a little angry at this video. Hold on. And I actually put 5 months ago, I said any comments that are insulting will be removed. Those of you that have insulting comments have 24 hours to edit it or it will be removed. I'm trying to get to the comment. I don't see it for some reason. The person's name is Duke Lewis. Maybe it's awaiting approval. For some of these, if you link in a link, like if you put a link in, you won't be able to put your comment up there, okay? So, well, this is what it says, Duke Lewis. I can't find it on the main video, but I'm gonna read some of it. It says, whatever your name is, you are so wrong. I am Igbo, and you are not pronouncing it well. It is pronounced Igbo. It is named after our culture foundation. Stop talking rubbish. I was born Igbo. Oh, born. Oh, okay. So I guess he didn't proofread his comment, but I guess the way they pronounce born is bone. I was born Igbo. So is my father and mother before me. Stop this stupid lecture. I was born Igbo. Okay, got you, Bone. I mean, Duke Lewis. I'm sorry that you didn't like the video. Sorry about that, Duke Lewis. So, yeah, it's one of the comments that was kind of negative. It's okay, it happens. When you make a bunch of videos and every comment is not going to be a positive comment. But sometimes people go too far with their comments. It's almost like they're taking some type of personal stab at me, thinking I'm purposely trying to push out something that they don't want to hear. Let me see. And let me get to this 13th son thing. How can you pull history? Oh, okay, let me see if this is another negative comment. And for some reason, when I try to do it this way, it doesn't allow me to see. I'm trying to pull the video. When you see the little bell messages at the right corner, it don't show the total comment. Hold on. Now this is from Kenya Addison. Oh, let me get to this Super KB172. Just make sure this thing's still working. Alright, I'm at 18 minutes, I'm about to cut this off. How can you pull history out of something that was created from the stories that came from Kemet? The stories were mistranslated of stories and falsified, so the stories were created to push their philosophy, to trap my people's minds. Oh, okay, so this person believes that the Bible, the ancient Kemet and Egyptian Book of the Dead predates the Bible and things of that nature. I've been there, done that path. Well, I'm just reading the negative, kind of like a negative comment, or this is, it's not based on agreeing with my video. So then there's Kenya Addison. Have you done any research on who King James is? Google letters of King James. He was a homosexual man who hated women. Anytime somebody tell you to Google something that's supposed to be world history, really, they don't probably understand what they're talking about. Most of the time we hear somebody tell you to Google, that King James was a faggot and all that, they're Muslim, they follow Islam. Do you know who Madame, no, I can't even pronounce that name. Did you know that the letter J wasn't created until the 1500s? Yeah, I knew that part. That's why when you read the 1611 King James Version Bible,